Alrighty, people, I think we're just about ready to get this rolling today. We're just about ready to get this started. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day today. Welcome everybody to another edition of my Come Hang Out series of live streams. Today we have episode number 111, Make a Wish, 3 ones in a row. We have episode number 111, the Explorers stream based off the lovely Explorers Club that we all love very much. According to the poll, actually, it's pretty split, 50-50. I don't like the Explorers Club, gonna be honest with you guys. The Explorers Club is not a good club, in my opinion. I do not like it. So hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day today. Welcome. Today is April 5th, 2022. It is a Tuesday. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. So in terms of today's stream, I figured we could just do another casual hangout stream. Tomorrow we might do something fun. I do have a couple of things in the back pocket for tomorrow's stream that we could probably do. So, there's that. No, the Explorers Club as in the organization. I don't want to call it a club. It's more like a cult, I guess I'll say. Not the episode. Yeah, tomorrow we have some fun stuff going down here on the stream, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Otherwise, in today's stream, we just have a casual hangout stream for the hour. If you want to hang out and chit-chat, feel free to do so. Otherwise, what's going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? I didn't think I was going to be able to stream today, to be honest with you. OBS was kind of giving me issues earlier when I was trying to use it to record a video, and I kind of figured maybe the stream wouldn't work today, but it seems like it's streaming pretty well, so no problems so far. Knock on wood, we continue to have no problems. But how are you guys doing? How are my lovely viewers doing today? Should I buy the Lloyd's Hydro mech? Sure. I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's a pretty fun mech. I'd say go for it. Why not, right? Lloyd's Hydro mech? Not too bad. Do I think Season 11 is underrated? Underrated in some areas, sure, but it's definitely one of my least favorite seasons. So I guess I wouldn't say it's underrated as much as it's maybe overappreciated. It definitely has some issues. Let's see, got state test all week. Ooh, sorry to hear about that. I recently started school as well, or started back up school again. My class began yesterday. I don't really need to do anything until tomorrow, though, so I guess I'm kind of free for a while. We have a 199 from Alden. Thank you very much, Alden. Why should Misako quit the Explorers Club? Because the Explorers Club is not a good place to go. They are very cult-like. It pretty much sucks the soul out of your body, joining the Explorers Club. So I'd reckon Misako should probably quit. I don't think Misako should be involved with the Explorers Club. But thank you very much, Alden, for the 199 donation. I appreciate it. Can we do Kahoot? Kahoot is on Fridays. Always on Fridays. Ninjago trivia is always on Friday. So from right now, the official stream schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday we just do hangouts. Wednesday we do something fun, and trivia is on Friday. That's the unofficial schedule that's been in place for a very long time. Just realized the pizza time is from Spooderman. Yeah, it's the bit where Tobey Maguire comes out of the mop closet and he slaps the pizzas on the counter and he goes, "Pizza time." Beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. Season 6 pictures, sure. Oh, by the way, you guys, if you ever want to see a different set of background images, feel free to let me know. We can switch it up every now and then. We are here for the hour, so whatever you guys want to chit-chat about, feel free to ask. Let's see. Love watching this 26-year-old man talk about a Lego show. Why do people think I'm older than I am? I'm 22, man. Someone said that I was 30 a while ago. I got a comment asking if I was 30. It's like, bro, I'm not that old. Come on. Come on. I'm 22. I'm not that old. I also do have caffeine because I'm old and need caffeine to get through the day. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm 22. 26. I've gotten 30, 26. Someone said that I was like 40 at one point. Messed up. Let's see. What season is what now? Oh, are you guys talking about season 15 versus season 16? That debate that's been going on for several months that still doesn't matter? Yeah, no comment. No comment. I don't really need to comment on that. Would have guessed you're 19. Yeah, I mean, when I first started making Ninjago videos, back when my channel first started getting traction, I was around 17. Now I'm 22. So, yeah, aging and math is bizarre. Let's see. Gonna be 78, still talking about Ninjago. Hey guys, today we're talking about Ninjago season 100. Oh boy. Will Jay die? I don't know. It's gonna be me in the future. I reckon that will be very true, especially if YouTube keeps funding my life. Then yeah, we'll be here for a very long time. And granted, you know, give or take, Ninjago doesn't actually end before I turn, however old you said, 78. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Toby, Andrew, or Tom, all three of them are pretty good. All three of them are fantastic in their own way, and all three have issues as well. I don't know who is my favorite Spider-Man personally. They're all really good. Yours is Tom. Yeah, I don't know. All three of them are good. I can never decide which one is my favorite. Let's see. Today you went to your local shelter to play with the cats. Ooh, fun. I love cats. Kittens, cats, they're probably my favorite animal. I like them a lot. I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. In fact, I have 2 cats. Here are my lovely babies. You'll see them on your screen right now. There's Waffle and Momo, my 2 lovely ladies. They're pretty cool cats. I like them a lot. They're very well behaved. Sometimes they get into mischief, but for the most part, they're fine. Let's see. Who's the best ninja? My personal favorite ninja is Cole, the Earth Ninja. Not sure if that makes him the definitive best, though. Am I gonna get the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga? Honestly, it looks kind of fun. I'm not really a Star Wars guy. You guys know that I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but the game itself does look pretty fun. Maybe if it ever goes on sale, I might pick it up. Because I was looking at some gameplay earlier today. Some of my friends have it. It looks kind of fun, you know? As Lego games go, it might be the best looking one that's been released thus far. Is it true that cats think of themselves as God? Oh yeah, especially with Waffle. She has a God complex for sure. Definitely. Earlier I fed them and Momo got fed first and she kind of looked at me like, wait, what about me? Do I not get food? It's like, yeah, chill, you'll get your food. I just wanted to feed Momo first because she was the one that asked for food. They come find me whenever their food bowl is empty. Just bought the Lego Wolverine mech, super happy. Hey, I kind of want to get that. Is that out? Is that out yet? Might need to look for that later today. I'm going to Target later tonight to run some errands, so I'll be on the lookout for new Lego stuff. Because, yeah, it is April, right? Surely some new sets got released a couple days ago. New poll. Sure, we can do a new poll. The Explorers Club is hated by most of you guys. Thank goodness. What do you guys want to do for a poll? We can do a couple of polls today, right? We can do a couple of polls. We have time. What do you guys want to do? Shoot me some poll ideas. Season 4 pictures? Sure, we can do Season 4. Tournament sounds good to me. Bought it at Kohl's? Ooh, there is a Kohl's. Oh, not right next to the Target, but right next to the Walmart. I'll just go to Target. I don't feel like going all the way to the other side of town and going to Wally World. Target's right down the road from me, so it's easier to go to Target than it is to go to Walmart. Worst elemental master poll. All right, we can do that one. Who would be some of the contenders for the worst elemental master though? Like what are some of your guys' least favorite elemental masters? Maybe we could do that. That sounds like fun. Best of Transformers Prime, the first 5 Autobots. What are you talking about? The core 5, the Optimus, the Bumblebees, the Ratchets, the RCs, and the Bulkheads? I liked RC. She was probably my favorite. All right, let's get some bad elemental masters in the chat. Let's see. Sound. Okay, we can do Jacob, master of sound. Nature, Bolobo. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Who else should we do? Darrett's not really an elemental master, so I'm not going to count him. We could do Pale Man. We could do Pale Man. I kind of like him, but I can see how some people wouldn't like him. We can do Pale Man. We need one more. I'm seeing a couple of votes for Camille. I guess we could put her on there too. Camille, or Shamil, however you want to pronounce her name. I don't care. Okay, so we got form, sound, nature, and light. Pale Man, master of light. Worst elemental master. Yeah, Maya's not going on this list. Don't you worry. Maya is probably one of the best elemental masters for reasons that I shall not disclose here. All right, appreciate this poll here, folks. Here we go. Worst elemental master, in your humble opinion. And if it's not somebody on the list, just let me know in the chat who your least favorite elemental master is. Thoughts on Seabound? Seabound's pretty cool. I like Seabound a lot. Not my favorite recent season. I still think Master of the Mountain is better, dare I say, but Seabound itself is pretty cool. It had a really awesome ending for Nia's character, and, you know, for a lot of reasons. I think Seabound is fantastic. Let's see. Am I suspicious about Clutch Powers opening the Teapot of Tyron in Season 12? Yeah, part of me thinks that maybe Clutch Powers has been Nauticon this whole time in disguise, or at least after the Teapot got opened, but part of me also thinks that that sequence was just kind of a throwaway joke that really doesn't matter at the end of the day, and I think that's what the majority of the fan base is going for. Sons of Garmadon? Sure. I think that could make for a very interesting plot point, you know, Nauticon having been disguised as Clutch Powers ever since Prime Empire. But then again, you know, as I said, most of the community just kind of treats it as a joke, so I guess so. The Club of Stream is an awesome title. The Explorers Stream. The Club of Stream. The Explorers Club of Stream. Clubbing the Explorers Stream. Who knows? Watching Season 5 right now, always forget how awesome it is. Yeah, Possession is really good in terms of scale and scope. I love what they did with Possession. Fantastic bad guy, applied some really interesting history to the Ninjago lore. Overall, yeah, Possession's pretty cool. I think it's actually kind of popular to hate on Possession now, too. It seems like, especially on Ninjago Twitter, it seems like every now and then, they just kind of pick a season to hate on for some reason, and I guess this week's victim is Possession. Usually it's rebooted, but now it's Possession for some reason. I don't know, Possession's really cool to me. Hunted is also pretty cool. Hunted might be my least favorite of the Oni trilogy, though. I'm not a super big fan of some things that go down in Ninjago Hunted, but overall it's an alright season. The Oni trilogy is pretty good, all things considered, but it's probably my least favorite entry. I prefer March of the Oni over Hunted. Kind of an unpopular opinion, but hey, it's just my opinion. Did I watch Moon Knight? I did watch Moon Knight. I am very excited for episode 2. That comes out tonight, right? Episode 2 comes out tonight, Wednesday morning for me. So Tuesday night for me because I'm up until like 7 a.m. every day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Moon Knight episode 2. Episode 1 was fantastic. 10 out of 10 for me. Let's see. Thoughts on the potential Lego Optimus Prime? Yeah, as a big fan of Transformers and as a big fan of Lego, putting those two things together is like the dream come true for me. I think the Lego Optimus Prime sounds amazing. I do want to get my hands on it if it is real. If it does actually come out, I will be buying it for sure. Rumor has it that that thing can actually transform without the need to take it apart, which if that's true, oh my goodness, that is like everything that I've ever dreamed of. Creo tried to do that, and some of you guys have told me that Creo actually was successful in doing that for a while there, but I think Lego will do it a lot better because Lego is better than Creo, dare I say. But yeah, Lego Optimus Prime sounds good to me. Looking forward to getting that. Do I think we'll ever see Cole as a ghost again? Probably not, personally. I think that Ghost Cole was something fun that they experimented with during seasons 5, 6, and Day of the Departed. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing anymore. Of course, some parts of Cole's ghostly identity still remain, like his scar that he got during Day of the Departed, so I guess that's good. But no, I don't think we're ever going to see him turn back into a ghost officially, which is unfortunate in a way, but I can understand why they don't want to do Ghost Cole anymore. Let's see, Twitter be like, okay guys, we need a new Ninjago season to hate, throw me some suggestions. Yeah, basically, what's a popular Ninjago season that's beloved to a lot of people? Let's hate on that. Next week it's going to be Sons of Garmadon, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Let's see, Master of the Mountain's your favorite season? That's not a bad thing to have as your favorite season. Master of the Mountain? That's a solid choice. No pun intended. Solid, haha, Earth. Oh, so funny. Let's see, his scar? Yeah, his scar still remains. Cole's scar is like the only thing that remains from his ghostly past. Or if you want to count the Earth Punch, I guess you could do that. But the Earth Punch, I think, is kind of just something that all Earth Masters have the ability to do, from what I can understand. It's like an Earth exclusive thing. Kind of strange that other Elemental Masters don't have a similar punch, I guess, an Elemental Punch. The Fire Punch, the Lightning Punch. Nope, just the Earth Punch. Let's see. Seabound's your favorite season? Yeah, Seabound's not too bad of a choice. Seabound's awesome as well. Where would I rank Seabound if I were to rank it? It would easily be in my top 10. Not sure about top 5, though. Maybe top 5. Thoughts on Chima? I didn't really watch a whole lot of Chima when it was out. I watched the first couple of episodes and called it good from there. Really did not get invested into Chima like I did with Ninjago. I know a little bit about Chima. I know some of the characters. I know how some of the storyline goes. But overall, Chima, I can't really give an opinion on it because I hardly watched it. The sets were kind of cool, though. I did get some of the sets, especially the little motorcycle speedor things with the ripcord. I bought some of those because those were actually kind of fun. Thoughts on Nexo Knights? Same deal. Only watched the first couple of episodes. Didn't really hook me like Ninjago did. For Nexo Knights, I only own, I think, a couple of the smaller sets. Maybe a polybag. Can't remember. If I did have any Nexo Knights sets, they're not around anymore. I have some of the figures, so I imagine I did buy some of the Nexo Knights sets at some point in time. Chima's theme slaps hard. That's true. That is true. Chima's theme song was pretty cool. Not as good as the Weekend Whip, but still cool nonetheless. Which are better conceptually, the Jin or the Oni? Ooh, conceptually, I love the Oni. Unfortunately, execution-wise, the Jin were done a whole lot better. But concept-wise, the Oni are probably my favorite of those, of that selection right there. I would easily say they're better than the Jin, just in terms of their backstory, how they look. Again, the concept of the Oni in Ninjago is fantastic, but execution-wise, the Jin were done a whole lot better. Nadakon is easily a much better character than the Omega, but you know, Lego Skywalker Saga releases today. How many of you guys are playing that? How many of you guys are playing the Skywalker Saga? Let me know in the chat. Who's winning the whatchamacallit, the worst Elemental Master poll? Ooh, Camille is winning, but Jacob's pretty close behind. Or, yeah, pretty close. Not too far behind. Camille, I wouldn't say she's my least favorite of this group. Honestly, I'd probably say Jacob, the Master of Sound. Not a huge fan of that guy, personally. Let's see. Season 5 pictures. Sure, we can do Possession. Sounds good. Haven't got it yet. Gonna get it here soon. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people actually get that game. I wonder if some of my friends that are big Star Wars fans, I wonder if they got it. Interesting. As I've said, the game does look pretty good. For Lego games, it looks pretty solid. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but if I ever see it on sale, I might grab it. I don't want to buy it at full price. You know, just because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I don't want to spend full price on it, but I'll probably get it here if it ever goes on sale, or if someone gives it to me as a gift. That works too. Whatever works. Do I think Nia will turn back to normal at the end of the next season? It's hard to say. I think that her water form is an interesting consequence that they should probably keep. I mean, just to show that consequences for your actions do matter and will stick. If Nia completely turns back into her human form, I wouldn't really be too happy about that. I'd be okay if she had the ability to switch back and forth from human to water, if that makes sense. But if she completely gets reverted back to her human form, that would be kind of cheap in my opinion. Wouldn't really be the best thing ever. But if she gained the ability to switch back and forth, sure, why not? I can see that being the case. Latest console's a PS3, so kind of left out. Ooh, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, PS3, I don't think it's available on PS3, is it? It's PS4, PS5, a couple of the Xboxes. I think the Switch too, maybe. What would I do if YouTube shuts down? Well, thankfully, I'm almost graduated college, so I'll probably be able to use my degree to obtain a job around here that'll pay a little bit better than YouTube. So hopefully, YouTube doesn't shut down until I graduate college, which is going to be happening in a couple of months. But no, YouTube's probably not going to be shutting down. Don't worry, YouTube's going to be fine. It's pretty much the biggest, or one of the biggest social media platforms ever. So I doubt it's going to shut down. But if it does, I have a backup plan. Don't you worry. Same deal with if Ninjago ends, I have a backup plan. Backup plans are perfect. Am I doing anything today? On the stream, we're just kind of hanging out today, just kind of chit-chatting. I do have a lot of things that I have to do later tonight, though, including running errands, which I need to get done pretty quick because all the stores close fairly soon. So I got to go ahead and do my errands before all the stores close. It's messed up. As I take a sip of my beverage here. I wish we had more 24-hour stores around here. The Walmart used to be open 24 hours around here, and then the pandemic happened. They don't do that anymore. I would love to go to Walmart at 3 in the morning. Could be a lot of fun. What if Nia lost her memory for a consequence? Okay, so what, she returns back to her human form, but she loses her memory? I guess as long as she doesn't gain that back, then yeah, maybe they could revert her back to her human form. But I would much rather have Nia in her water form with all of her memories and with all of her, I guess, consciousness fully there, as opposed to having her turn back into a human and having that memory get wiped. I don't know. I like the water form for Nia. Practicality-wise, I'm not sure how well that would work out, but, you know, I think that's probably the better option than having her completely revert back to a human. Let's see. Yeah, my Walmart closes at 11 p.m. Yeah, it used to be 24 hours. Now it closes at 11. Pretty messed up. Messed up for sure. What's the best weekend whip? I really enjoy the Shintaro Dungeon Whip. That's probably my favorite rendition of the weekend whip. My favorite remix, if you will. The Shintaro Dungeon Whip is really fun to listen to. That and the original. The original is pretty fun as well. I like the original. Like it a lot, actually. Nostalgia is definitely live with that one. But no, the Shintaro Dungeon Whip is probably my favorite. Season 1 picks? You got it. Season 1 sounds good to me. Season 1, not really where it all began, but close enough, right? It's where the Ninjago series, I guess, officially began. Not counting the pilots, of course, but this was Season 1. I kind of missed that time. It was a simpler time. We didn't have to worry about bills and rent. All we would worry about is whether or not we could get our hands on the Green Ninja minifigure. That was the real concern back in the day for me personally. The Ghost Whip is pretty good. Not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely fun to listen to around Halloween time. It has like those spooky vibes. It's a lot of fun. I like it. Who was my favorite ninja before Cole, and what made Cole your favorite ninja? So before Cole, I actually went through a couple of different favorite ninjas. When Ninjago first began, my favorite was Jay, because Jay was blue, and blue was my favorite color. And I was like, all right, I can get down with the blue ninja. He's pretty cool. But then in Season 1, once we got the big reveal of the green ninja, I became fascinated with that tale and that prophecy. So I liked the green ninja concept, and when Lloyd was revealed to be the green ninja, I was like, all right, Lloyd's my favorite ninja, for sure. And Lloyd was my favorite all the way up until the ending of Hands of Time. And then the Ninjago movie came out, and I really enjoyed the Ninjago movie interpretation of Cole. And then Sons of Garmadon came out, and Cole's role in that season was fantastic. You know, being the surrogate father, if you will, to Baby Wu. And that just made me appreciate his character a lot more. I see him as kind of the underrated heart of the group, so I really enjoy Cole for those reasons. But before Cole, yeah, Lloyd and Jay were my favorites at some point. Somehow Zane always ends up being my second favorite ninja. Not sure why. Not really sure why. Why don't we end off the worst Elemental Master poll? Seems like Camille has won. I guess congratulations to literally fans of everybody else except Camille. Does Camille have any fans? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Master Sip. Woo! Guys, that baby is Master Wu. Why are you feeding the baby tea? I don't know. He just won't drink anything else. That's bad parenting, Cole. What the heck? Poll, best weekend whip. Yeah, some of you guys have been asking if we can do that. So sure, what kinds of weekend whips should we put on the poll? What type of remixes do you want to see as a part of this? Excuse me, as I trip over my own words. Possession. So we're doing the ghost whip. All right, we can do the ghostly whip. The Ghostly Boy. Arcadian Whip, another good one. Arcadian Whip, I like that one a lot. Is that how you spell Arcadian? Sure, why not? We're going to do Shintaro Dungeon, sounds good to me. Shintaro Dungeon Whip. And we got room for one more. I don't want to do the original, because I feel like that one's going to win. We can do the Pirate Whip. Or the Rift Whip. Dude, that one's awesome. I'm going to do the Rift Whip instead. So we got the Rip Whip, Ghost Whip, Arcadian Whip, and Shintaro Dungeon Whip. Best weekend... Oop, I spelled weekend way wrong. Best weekend Whip remix. All right. Feel free to cast your vote. And if it's nothing on the poll, let me know in the chat what your favorite remix of the Weekend Whip is. What do I think happened to Pythor during the future seasons after Day of the Departed? Well, considering how the big rumor right now is that Pythor is going to be back in the next season, I think what's going to be happening is that after Day of the Departed, Pythor probably just went underground for a little bit, started, I guess, working in the shadows, trying to build himself up as some type of major villain. Again, I think he said this to Lloyd in Day of the Departed, that if anyone's going to conquer Ninjago, it's going to be him. So I feel like he was just preparing for that big comeback. Maybe teaming up with other villains, huh? Maybe. I think Pythor has just been operating in the shadows for a long time, and eventually we'll see him pop back up, and we'll see the fruits of his labor. Whether or not they will be good fruits remains to be seen. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Do I collect any Marvel sets? Not really. I just buy some of the Marvel sets that I appreciate and some of the ones that catch my eye. For example, I have the Venom head thing that you can buy. I also have the buildable Iron Man figure, but that's about it for Marvel sets. I'm not super big into the minifigure scale Marvel stuff. I don't really own any Marvel minifigures. I primarily just buy Ninjago. I also have, not really Marvel, but it's superhero related. I have the Technic Batmobile. I actually have it right here on my desk because I still can't find room for the thing. So I'll put it somewhere eventually. But you know, the Doctor Strange house is pretty good. Yeah, I was looking at some of the new Doctor Strange stuff. It does look pretty interesting. Marvel stuff, though, I don't know. If they come out with No Way Home stuff featuring the other two Spoodermanses, then maybe I'll buy some of those. But for the new Spider-Man, for No Way Home, it seems like merch for that movie is pretty lackluster. I would like to get some more merch soon, especially Funko Pops and Lego sets. If they release a 3-pack with all of the Spider-Man in it for Funko Pops, man, it is all over. Do I know where to buy Venomari Venom? Ronin usually sells it down the dark alleyway behind Borg Tower Mondays and Thursdays, but you didn't hear it from me. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. But again, you didn't hear it from me. I'm not going to be that guy that tattles on Ronin trying to live his life. He's got that hustle. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, you know? We can all admire the hustle. You got to do what you got to do to survive, put food on the table. Need a new Tobey Maguire Marvel Legends. Yeah, Marvel Legends, I think they're pretty cool, but I don't really have the money nor the space to collect Marvel Legends figures. I do have an Iron Man Mark 7, I think it is, from Marvel Legends. But yeah, some of the new Spider-Man figures I would love to see. Marvel Legends versions of, you know, Toby, Andrew, stuff like that. I would love to see that. They should make that. Am I excited for Serena coming back? Yeah, if that rumor is true and if that picture is true, man, then Serena's coming back to the Pokemon anime, and now I can finally die happy. It's been my biggest dream for quite some time to see Serena come back, and hopefully it's true. I kind of freaked out when I saw it last night on Twitter. I was like, dude, no way. Those crazy people that work on the Pokemon anime have finally done it. Do I think Kilo is even human? I don't. He's probably just something else entirely. There's a theory right now that Kilo and Ultraviolet are from the same species, but I'm not sure what species that is. Could be human, and maybe he just has some type of mutation, or maybe that's just Lego's interpretation of someone who's just really jacked, you know? They just turn into a big fig for some reason. I don't know. If Kilo's human, that'd be pretty shocking. Last time we got a Tobey Maguire mainline figure. It wasn't Marvel Legends. It was still Toy Biz. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the whole Marvel Legends stuff like that, you know. Not super familiar with that. I look at them every once in a while when I go to Target, and I think they look really cool. But again, I don't really have the space nor the budget to start collecting those two. They're bringing back Serena. Yeah, there was a scan yesterday that got leaked that allegedly showed Serena hanging out with a couple of other people. Chloe from Journeys and someone else. I can't remember who else was there. But yeah, apparently Serena's coming back, and apparently it's going to be in this next episode. So if that happens, I'll probably have to start watching Journeys. Probably going to have to start watching that. Yeah, or it's a different race of people. That is true. I don't know what goes on in the Ninjago universe. I don't know what Kilo is. I'm not going to make assumptions about the guy. Don't like that they broke the Oni masks instead of keeping them for future seasons or something. Yeah, to me, the Oni masks were just kind of one of those, I guess, one-note MacGuffin type things. One of those, MacGuffins, like the thing that everybody's after. Just one of those. And eventually, it just got swapped out for something else, because every single Ninjago season, we have a new collectible. The Oni masks, though, I would have loved to have seen the actual Oni wear them. That would have been cool. If they would have kept them around for the actual Oni invasion, that would have been a lot of fun. Season 3 pictures. Rebooted sounds good to me. I love Rebooted. All the girls fight over Ash. Maybe just a couple. But then again, Ash is the definition of oblivious, and he's probably just going to ignore everything. The egg MacGuffin. Sounds delicious, not going to lie. Let's see. Do I think resurrection is an elemental power? I think it's a power to some degree, but I'd probably put it on the same playing field as something like magic, that Klaus has. Wouldn't call it an elemental power as much as it is maybe just some other random superpower that exists within the Ninjago world. Not sure. It's interesting to think about, though. Not sure if I would call it a an elemental power. Who's winning the Weekend Whip remix poll? Ooh, the Ghost Whip is winning. Not a bad choice. The Ghost Whip is pretty spicy. The Shintaro Dungeon Whip is in second place. That's my personal favorite. Not a bad choice there. Otherwise, yeah, the Arcadian Whip and the Rift Whip, those are all fantastic too. You know, there's not really a bad Weekend Whip remix. They're all really good. Garmadon comic releases today. Yeah, later tonight, the Garmadon comic drops for those interested. That's some Ninjago news. The Garmadon comic, the first issue, is coming out tonight. Now, here's my thing about the Garmadon comic. For some reason, my pre-order is probably not going to be here tomorrow because, according to Amazon, where I pre-ordered it from, the physical release of the comic is not going to come out until November 22nd for me, which is bizarre because it's supposed to be released tomorrow. Fortunately, the digital copy of the Garmadon comic is going to be available tomorrow at midnight, so I pre-ordered that as well, because hopefully, it seems like that physical version is not going to show up until November, which is unfortunate, to say the least. Coming out now. It comes out soon. I'm betting tonight at midnight it's going to drop for me, so in a couple of hours maybe. Have it pre-ordered on Amazon. Again, the digital copy, going to have to use that to review the first issue because the physical copy is probably not going to be out just yet. But yeah, the Garmadon comic is coming out very, very soon, within the next 24 hours. So yeah, for those interested, check it out. It's canon. You should probably read it. It talks about what happened after the end of March of the Oni. What happened to Garmadon? We need to know. Why don't the ninja reuse their old mechs? I mean, most of the older mechs and vehicles have been destroyed, right? Most of them have been destroyed. But, sometimes they bring back older mechs and vehicles. My favorite example is probably in Possession, when they use their mechs to climb the Wailing Alps. That was pretty fun. But nowadays, we don't really see a whole lot of that, which is kind of interesting. However, in Seabound, you actually had some of these Season 11 vehicles still around. So, again, most of the vehicles in Ninjago, though, just kind of get blown up and destroyed. So, it's unfortunate, but that's kind of just how it is. I mean, we saw Cole basically kamikaze his bike into the preeminence. So that's pretty much what happens to most of the bad guys or vehicles, whatever. Thank you, Lizzie, for the $2. Where can you get the comic at? I ordered it on Amazon. They have a digital rendition of the comic that you can buy on there that will be transferred to your Amazon Kindle or your smartphone or whatever once it actually releases. I have an iPhone. I don't have a Kindle, but I did download the Kindle app, so I'll be able to read it on there. And thankfully, I'm going to be able to take screenshots for my review. Thank goodness. But yeah, you can find it on Amazon. I think bookstores will have it too once the physical release actually comes out, but I bought mine on Amazon. So, thoughts on Bully Maguire? He's a legend. Bully Maguire is fantastic. Am I going to buy the Moon Knight Funko Pop? Ooh, okay. So Moon Knight, I really enjoyed episode 1. I liked it a lot. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. That first episode is perfect. The Moon Knight Pop, though, I don't know. There's something about it that kind of throws me off a little bit. I like that they're making Moon Knight Pops, but that pose that they've got him in, I don't know if I like that very much. I think the design is awesome, but that pose is very weird. If they release it in a different pose, maybe, if they release a new variant of the Moon Knight Pop, I'll probably buy it, but as of right now, that Moon Knight Pop, not sure if I'm going to grab it. Not sure about that. Serena's queen. Yeah, Serena is queen. She's one of my favorite Pokemon traveling companions, one of my favorite Pokemon female characters. Not my favorite, though. Ugh. But she's pretty cool. What happened to the Technoblades? For some reason, the Technoblades, I guess, were kind of just lost in the Digiverse, I think, after they rebooted it, because they're not around anymore, unless I missed something, of course. What are my thoughts on the Cars franchise? Cars 1 is good, Cars 2 is and Cars 3 is forgettable. Basically, the first one is the only memorable one for me. 2 and 3, I think they have their own issues, but they're not downright awful movies. I've definitely seen worse movies in my day. Speaking of which, I asked you guys on Instagram which movie I should go see. Should I go see Morbius or Sonic 2? I'm only going to limit myself to seeing one of those. What day is it? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? It's Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow at my theater, they're doing special Sonic 2 screenings where they give you a little comic if you attend. It's very cute. Probably not going to attend that, though. But yeah, on Instagram, the majority of you guys told me to go see Sonic and to not waste my time with Morbius. So I'll probably go see Sonic at some point next week. Probably on the $5 Tuesday. So, Morbius, I don't really feel the need to go see that. The only thing I cared about was the end credit scene, and I've seen it on YouTube. So, I'm pretty much good for Morbius. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying Sonic 2 as well. I'll probably go see Sonic. Cars 2 is the best movie of all time. I don't know about that. Morbius is Twilight Marvel, or Marvel's Twilight. That's about right. I can see that being the case. I like how in all the trailers for Morbius, they were like, a new Marvel legend arrives. And it's like, yeah, no one considers Morbius a Marvel legend, but what do I know, right? I'm just a lowly YouTuber. I just sit here at my desk all day. I don't know what you guys are up to at Sony headquarters, trying to work on the marketing for Morbius. Maya fan club. See, we should tear down the Explorers Club and make a Maya fan club. I can get behind that. Morbius is going to be the first movie to make $1 trillion. Oh yeah, big time. Actually, a true story. Around here, I was looking at some of the Morbius screenings, seeing how empty they were. Actually kind of full. Not as empty as I thought they would have been, which is shocking. I don't know what the deal is with my area of residence where I live. I don't know why people are so obsessed with seeing Morbius. But hey, around here, people love it apparently. So, whatever. I'm probably not going to go see it. If I do see it, I'm going to see it in a month from now on a $5 Tuesday. Because that's how little I care about this movie. Am I going to go see Sonic 2? Yeah, I probably will. I want to see one of them. I want to see either Sonic or Morbius. Probably going to go see Sonic. Probably not opening weekend, though, for Sonic. I'll probably see it next week sometime. Because it comes out this weekend, right? Yeah, they have a screening of it tomorrow. I'm dumb. Just ignore what I'm saying. Our theater was packed for Morbius as well. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I've been seeing all these videos about how empty the theaters are. I look at the theater around me and all of the seats, or not all of the seats, but a lot of them are actually full. Weird. Very strange. Not sure why. So, I guess it is what it is. Sony's just going to keep on making their terrible Spider-Man-less Spider-Man movies, and we're going to keep on paying to see them. Oh boy. Season 4 pictures? Sure, we can do Season 4. Sounds good to me. The Mask of Vengeance still exists, and Mr. E may be returning in Season 16, so who knows? Hey, that is true. The Mask of Vengeance is probably still out there somewhere. Maybe Mr. E was able to get his hands on it before being destroyed by Garmadon or something. I don't know. They'll explain it. Thoughts on Transformers Cyberverse? I actually have not seen a whole lot of Transformers Cyberverse. I think I saw the first episode, and that's it. That show, I'm not a huge fan of the art style. Not a huge fan of that. Favorite Moon Knight personality? I kind of enjoy how different they all are. You have Stephen Grant, and then you have Mark Spector. That's his name, right? Mark Spector. And both of those personalities are very different, and we're probably going to be seeing a few more later on in the show. I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight, as a character. I just know from what the show has been showing me. Stephen Grant, though, is pretty funny in the show. But Mark Spector is like the complete opposite. And I like how he sort of fills Stephen Grant with confidence, I like how the personalities play off of each other. I'm really enjoying Moon Knight so far. Needless to say, episode 1 was perfect. Spider-Man 3 is trash. Spider-Man 3, it's not the worst movie ever. I definitely wouldn't call it one of the worst superhero movies ever made. It's just kind of disappointing, I'd say. It's kind of a very lackluster follow-up to Spider-Man 2, which is one of the most perfect superhero movies ever. Spider-Man 3 has its issues, but it's not downright awful in my opinion. Cyberverse got so good and darker in the 3rd season. Did it. Might have to go ahead and check that show out then. To me, it just looks super, childish, and that's kind of rich coming from a guy that makes Ninjago videos for a living, I will say. I don't know. Cyberverse, though, I don't know how to feel about it. It looks pretty childish, but if you guys say it's good, I'm going to trust you. I'll trust you guys. I'll probably check it out here eventually. I'll put it on the list of things to watch. We have a $4.99 from Jose. Thank you very much, Jose, for the $4.99. I'm still going to be watching Sonic the Hedgehog 2, only because Jim Carrey's in it. Yeah, Jim Carrey is pretty fun, especially back in the 90s. Jim Carrey movies were fantastic. I used to watch a lot of Jim Carrey movies.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Growing up, in the early 2000s. Jim Carrey was pretty much my babysitter for a while. I like Jim Carrey a lot, and Sonic, in the first Sonic, he was fantastic. Thank you very much, Jose, for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Post-credit scene for Morbius doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, without getting into spoilers here, for those that care about Morbius spoilers, we're not going to get into spoilers. I will say the post-credit sequence is pretty dumb. Yeah, it's really stupid. It doesn't make any sense at all, and that's the only thing that I cared about, and it's a very good thing that I didn't pay money to go in the theater and watch it. Just saw it on YouTube. Even though it's bootlegged, recorded on a toaster, I don't care. It's good enough. It's good enough. It doesn't deserve to be seen in HD because it's that stupid. Yeah, we could probably end off the poll here. The Ghost Whip has won. We've been letting this poll run for a fair bit of time. Poll best suits. Okay, sure. We can do another poll with the best ninja costumes. Which costumes do you guys want to see, though? Which costumes should we do? We have 4 options. 4 options here. Which 4 should we do? Thoughts on Free Guy? Free Guy is not great, in my opinion. Oh, we can do the island suits. Sounds good. Yeah, Free Guy, I don't like it. A lot of people like it. I kind of have a hatred for it, I guess. Kind of an unpopular opinion. Skybound suits. Okay, we can do that. We have Island, Skybound. Ooh, the Deepstone suits. All right, I gotcha. I'm going to say Possession suits because we're doing season names here. Possession suits. And one more. Ooh, Sons of Garmadon. Sounds good. Sons of Garmadon suits. I like that a lot. Okay, so best ninja suits. We have the Island, Skybound, Possession, and Sons of Garmadon. Sounds good to me. I like all of these groups. It's going to be difficult to decide which one I personally think is my favorite because all of them are good in my opinion. They're all super great. Watched the Batman recently. It was so dark, but also refreshing to see that in that way. The Penguin chase scene was so insane. 10 out of 10 movie. Dude, the Penguin chase scene is probably my favorite scene in the movie. That is a fantastic sequence. I really liked the Batman. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would give it a 10 out of 10. Maybe a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I had a very, very minor issue with the Catwoman character in the movie. Her relationship with Batman wasn't the best in my opinion. Kind of felt a little rushed and forced in there to me. But yeah, pretty good movie overall. I'm excited for it to come out on HBO Max because I really enjoy the movie and I want to watch it again and again. Jim Carrey might retire after Sonic 2, so you might have to watch it. Yeah, I might have to go watch it if Jim Carrey truly will retire. I heard something like that, but I think I saw it on April 1st and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not going to believe any news that I see today. But if Jim Carrey is retiring, I admire the guy for retiring and I admire what he's been doing over the past several years of his career. Everybody needs to retire at some point, right? So, yeah, we're not going to be dropping any spoilers for Morbius or anything like that. Ugh, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know a whole lot of spoilers. That's a movie I haven't even read the plot for. That's how little I care. I read the plot about the post-credit scenes. I saw those on YouTube, but that's pretty much about it. Where do you think Cruncha and Knuckle are in Ninjago at the moment? They're probably still fighting in that underground fight ring that Kai was fighting in Season 4, Ninjago's fight club. They're probably still down there organizing their own fight club, but only skeletons are invited. So that's probably what they're up to right now. Who knows? Cruncha and Knuckle? My boys. I actually just got a Cruncha minifigure in the mail. He was $2 on this Bricklink store that I was shopping at. So I figured, hey, why not? I have Knuckle. Might as well get his bro. Cruncha and Knuckle. What does ZX stand for? ZX stands for Zen Extreme. From what I can figure out. That's what the character encyclopedias tell me anyway. Zen Extreme. Does it make sense? Nope. But that's pretty much how it goes. Aw, which kitty is this? It's Momo. Hi, Momo. I felt a kitty rub up against my leg, and it was Momo. Hey, Momo, what's up? Yeah, you're happy that I fed you, aren't you? You're happy that you have food. Is Zane Ninjago's Moon Knight? Might as well, right? Both of the characters wear white, and both of the characters have severe identity problems. So yeah, I'd say Zane and Moon Knight are probably the same type of character. Worst Transformers Prime character. Transformers Prime, I don't care for some of the human characters, especially, what's-her-face, Miko. Not a huge fan of her. Jack, my boy Jack Darby, he's fine. The small child Raphael, he's okay. But Miko, I didn't like Miko very much. I thought that she was kind of annoying. Miko from Transformers Prime. Otherwise, all of the robots are pretty cool. I didn't really care for Smokescreen very much when the series first introduced him, but overall, he kind of grew on me. Do I know Generic Stud? I know of him. I don't know him personally. I've never talked to the guy, but I know of him. I know that he is making videos as well. So that's about all I know about Generic Stud, for those wondering. Season 14 pictures. You got it. The island sounds like a fantastic idea. Speaking of which, the island suits are currently winning the poll, but it's pretty close for all of them. I mean, the Sons of Garmadon suits aren't too far behind. Same deal with Possession and Skybound. The Sons of Garmadon suits, they look pretty cool. If you get all 6 of them and put them all together, looks awesome. I love how those suits look together. Let's see. when playing the Sonic games. You don't really see that much comedy from Eggman, but Jim Carrey makes him so funny. Yeah, I mean, having not played the Sonic games at all, I'm not really a huge Sonic fan, having never played any of those games. I really enjoy how Jim Carrey portrayed that character in the first Sonic movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. If it wasn't for Jim Carrey, I think the movie would have been about 10 times worse and 10 times more boring. And the first Sonic isn't that bad, but I feel like Jim Carrey kind of carries it. Not sure how it's going to be for the second one, though. But you have Idris Elba as Knuckles. Idris Elba is one of my favorite characters, or one of my favorite actors working today. And I like Knuckles enough, because of all the Ugandan Knuckles memes. You guys know how it goes. That's basically my Sonic knowledge right there. All the memes. Why do I think they didn't make any March of the Oni sets? I mean, March of the Oni pretty much borrowed a lot from Ninjago Legacy, so in a way, it kind of did have sets, just not under the March of the Oni name. It pretty much tied into Legacy, and they did have that one Oni pack with the Oni figures. That was pretty much all they did for March of the Oni, but I think it's just because a lot of it did tie into Legacy. They probably didn't really feel the need to make March of the Oni sets, so maybe that's why. Also, it's kind of a shorter season, so maybe they just didn't really feel the need to make sets about it. And that's all right. Maybe they could have included more Oni in some of those Legacy sets, though. Probably wouldn't have made all that much sense, but whatever works, right? Do I look like I need your power? I can't wait to see that movie. It's gonna be awesome, just for Idris Elba alone, and of course Jim Carrey. What if we got a UCS Samurai X Cave? I don't know about that. It's going to have to be pretty good for me to even consider buying it, if that will happen at some point. I think they could make it work, but I'm not sure how well that would play out, especially because the original Samurai X Cave from Day of the Departed is one of my least favorite sets. I don't know, man. Do I ever go on YouTube under a different account? No, my main account is the only account that I have, unless you count my second channel. But yeah, my second channel, which I hardly post on, and my main account, those are my only accounts. I watch YouTube using the TannerFishies account. That's what I use, and I don't really use any other account. So there's that for you. I know some people love to separate, I guess, their personal account from their business account, but for me, it's just all one and the same. Don't really have an issue with doing that. Let's see. What's my second channel? It's TannerFishies 2. I can probably leave a link to it in the chat. It's basically devolved into a channel that I post on if ever I get bored. But I do have a second channel. I used to post on there a lot, not so much these days. My profile picture is Jake Gyllenhaal from Brokeback Mountain. Don't ask, but here, I can put the link in the chat for you guys if you want to check out my second channel. Definitely will not be posting on there anytime soon, so don't worry about that. Thoughts on Thomas the Tank Engine? Used to watch it a lot when I was really, really young. I used to collect the wooden trains back when they made those. Not so much these days, though. I pretty much grew out of my Thomas the Tank Engine phase. You know how it goes. But yeah, when I was younger, I used to be big into that show and those toys especially. They used to have these things when I was younger. I don't know if you guys know what VHS tapes are. Might be a little bit before your time, but they used to sell VHS tapes with a wooden train in it. You would buy the VHS and it would come with a little wooden train. I used to get those a lot when I was younger. Thomas the Tank Engine. Really want a bunch of Chief Mamadas figures? That's interesting. Army building with Chief Mamadas. Curious. Chief Mamadas is a pretty cool character, though. Pretty cool character. His minifigure is awesome as well. But other than that, he's kind of forgettable. In the context of the island, though, and Seabound, good stuff. Chef's kiss. Thoughts on Jurassic Park? Dude, Jurassic Park is fantastic. I love the first one. Unfortunately, every single sequel, I can find something wrong with it. So, all the sequels have issues, but the first movie is very, very near perfect. Would I buy a UCS Bounty or a UCS Iron Doom? UCS Bounty? Yes, absolutely. Iron Doom? Maybe. But a UCS Bounty? For sure. If they made that, I would definitely buy it. Let's see. Gotta go to Blockbuster so I can return my movie at the drop-off box. Gotta make sure to rewind it before you put it back. Yep, that was VHS in a nutshell. I remember doing that all the time with my copy of Toy Story 2 because I would just watch that on loop. The fact that Lloyd didn't know what a VHS was, the shame. Yeah, a little bit before his time, I guess you could say. Quite the shame. It is kind of upsetting, I guess, whenever you hear about somebody not knowing what a VHS was. It's like, oh man. Am I really that old? Will I watch Jurassic World Dominion? Yeah, I'll probably go check it out. I'm kind of nervous about it though. They're bringing back the older cast and then combining it with the newer cast. And the last Jurassic World movie wasn't super great in my opinion, so I'm kind of nervous about Dominion. But hey, whatever, I guess. Whatever works. Thoughts on the Will Smith controversy? I love how that's what people are talking about. You know, not that Dune won a bunch of awards, not that Sam Jackson got an honorary Oscar. No, have you heard about the Will Smith controversy? Yeah, I've heard about the Will Smith controversy. You shouldn't smack someone on stage at the Oscars. That's pretty much my opinion on the thing. I think he was in the wrong, but whatever works, I guess, right? Whatever works. I miss the Wii. Yeah, me too. The Wii was the console of my childhood, man. Used to play Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. If I could only go back to that time, I would be 10 times happier. Thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons? I played it for about 2 hours and then gave up on it. I actually gave my copy of Animal Crossing to my roommate, Kat, because she likes Animal Crossing and she doesn't have the game, so I gave my copy to her, and she's definitely been playing that a lot on her Switch. So, yeah, I played it for a little bit, kind of got bored of it, have never played any Animal Crossing games before that, and New Horizons, that is the new one, right? The most recent one? It's alright. Just not my thing. Not my cup of tea. Keep my Legos out of your hecking mouth. Yeah, Waffle every time she tries to eat a Lego. It's like, Waffle? No. Very bad kitty. Bad Meowthra. Let's see. Season 6 pictures. We did Skybound earlier in the stream. Why don't we do Hands of Time? Because it's like the next best thing, right? Comes out right after season 6, unless you count Day of the Departed. But we did Skybound, I think, earlier in the stream, didn't we? Or maybe I'm mistaken. If we didn't, we'll totally switch over to Skybound. Have not remembered. Why hasn't Kat been on stream recently? Whenever I stream, she's usually at work. It's very, very rare that she actually gets a day off of work. And if she ever does have a day off, though, she will be here. Don't you worry. But no, most of the time when I'm streaming, she's at work doing her own job, so that's why she really hasn't been on stream much. New Horizons is the newest one. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Did we do Skybound or did we? I can't remember. I don't even remember what day it is, bro. Do I have any phobias? I don't really care for bees and wasps very much. If you ever see a bee or a wasp, and if I ever see that, I'm running. I don't really like bees, don't really like wasps. But otherwise, you know, spiders don't bother me. Some people have a fear of centipedes. Centipedes don't bother me. It's mainly just bees and waspy boys. Not a huge fan of those guys. I'm not sure what phobia that would be under, though. Not sure what you would call that. Have you ever heard of Beverly Hills Cop? Pretty good crime comedy movie. I watched that when I was younger. Oh yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. I remember that movie. Wasps were created by Satan. That's about right. Bumblebees are kind, you know, the little fat ones. They're kind of cute, you know, bumblebees. But I'm still like, ooh, I should probably keep my distance from those. Wasps, I hate. Last summer we cleaned up a bunch of garbage that was kind of on our porch, and under the garbage there was a wasp's nest. So that was fun to deal with. We got a whole bunch of cans of Raid and just went to town on that thing. But eventually we did clear off the porch and nobody got stung. Thank goodness. Why don't we end off the poll today? The Island Suits won. Congratulations, Island fans. The Island Suits are pretty fantastic. Not gonna lie. And with only a couple of minutes left in the stream, you guys, let's turn things over to rapid fire questions. Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, that'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream today. Let's see. When you realize bees are suicide bombers. That's actually not too true, or not much of a lie. It is pretty true. That's accurate. Favorite Skylar suit? I gotta go with the original during tournament. That's probably my favorite Skylar suit. I'm hoping we get a new suit soon, and I'm hoping it looks fantastic. But the original suit is probably still my favorite. Am I calling Bumblebee fat? Yes, I am. Especially G1 Bumblebee. Have you seen G1 Bumblebee? He's kind of a round boy. It's kind of like Cosmos. You know, just a very round boy. Favorite time blade? Probably the reversal blade, because that's everybody's favorite. I don't know. The reversal blade seems like it'd be the most useful to me personally, so I'd probably go reversal. Let's see. Ever watch Paul Blart Mall Cop? Thankfully, no. I've never seen Paul Blart Mall Cop, and I hope I continue to not see that movie. I heard it's not very great. Do I like Lego Marvel? Some of the sets look cool, but I'm not a huge collector of Lego Marvel sets. Let's see. Bulkhead is the roundest. Oh, for sure. Especially animated Bulkhead. He's the roundest round boy. There's a lot of round boys in Transformers lore, but Bulkhead, oh, for sure. He's one of the roundest boys. Did I know that Waspinator voices the Overlord? Yep, same actor. Scott McNeil. Fantastic. I love that guy. Such a great actor. He's in a lot of shows that I enjoy. Paul Blart is a beautiful film. I'm going to say that statement is false. Hey, have you guys ever seen I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry? What a marvelous film, Oscar worthy. And the Oscar for Best Picture goes to Click, starring Adam Sandler. Which Samurai X is better? I'd say Pixel. I think Pixel works best as Samurai X. Nia was cool, but Pixel has made it her own at this point, and I can respect that. Also voices Nauticon and Klaus. Oh yeah, he voices a lot of characters. Lots and lots of characters. He's very talented. Very cool guy. Thoughts on Loki and Sylvie? I don't know why people hate that ship. It makes sense to me. Loki would fall for a variant of himself. That just fits with Loki's egotistic ideology, I guess you could say. I don't have an issue with it. Some people like to complain about whatever, though. I don't have an issue with it. Do I like dogs? Yeah, dogs are cool. I don't really have a dog right now, nor could I get a dog because I live in an apartment that's more suitable for cats. But, you know, for dogs are all right. I want to get a dog eventually, but doggos, again, don't really have the room for one right now. What are you doing in my swamp? Loki's a narcissist. Of course, he's going to fall in love with himself. Yeah, exactly. Obviously. I don't get why people are so, turned away by that idea. Oh, no, Loki kissed an evil version of himself. What the heck? No, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. Thoughts on David K? Dude, David K? I got him right here. Where's the thing? Where's the Megatron button? Yes. That's my Megatron button. Signed by David K himself. I love David K. Fantastic voice actor as well. Why won't Wu let you use the spirit smoke in his monastery? Because the spirit smoke is only suitable in the monastery if it's smoked by him. That's Wu's ideology. He just has a huge, I guess, god complex when it comes to spirit smoke. And I can see that. I can get behind that. Thoughts on Green Flame? Green Flame, the ship between Kai and Lloyd. I'm not the biggest hater of that either. I get why people don't like it, but I personally don't mind it because at the end of the day, they're Legos, bro. Who cares? These things don't have human rights, I guess you could say. With that being said, though, I ship Lloyd and Kai with other people more than I ship them with each other. But I don't hate the ship, personally. I don't hate the ship. Thoughts on the Lloyd x Nia ship? Not the biggest fan of that one either. I think they're more suitable to be friends. Same deal with Green Flame. I see them more as friends than romantic partners, if you will. If my channel got deleted, what would I do? Probably cry, because I've put years of work into this channel and I don't really want it to be deleted, especially for an illegitimate reason. I've done nothing really to have this channel be deleted, so fingers crossed, this channel stays up for a very long time. Put a lot of work into this thing. Knock on wood, nothing goes wrong. Do I collect Hot Wheels? I did when I was younger. Collected a few Hot Wheels cars when I was younger. Not so much these days, though. That was more like when I was around 9 or 10. Used to collect Hot Wheels. Yeah, the Ninjago XDs all go away. Favorite My Hero arc? Ooh, the War arc is pretty good. Haven't seen it in the anime just yet, but the manga definitely did the War arc justice. I'd say that one. Either that or the Tournament. So, yeah, these things don't have human rights, Twitter gasp. Yeah, I mean, Legos don't have human rights, bro. They're literally plastic, little pieces of, plastic that you buy and collect and trade with your homies on the playground. They don't have human rights. And the day that someone tells me that Legos have human rights is the day that I die, because that's ridiculous. That's redonkulous. Is Waffle going to be in season 16? I hope so. We had her audition to be the Overlord, but I don't know how well that went. Tommy Andreessen will not return my calls. Please, Tommy, let me know how that went. My little girl Waffle has to go places in life. She needs to be she needs to be cast in season 16, obviously. You come into Pythor and Asphira's wedding. You know it. I'm in the front row for that, boys. That is a front row event for me. I love the idea of Pythor and Asphira being together. Looks fantastic. People are like, oh, why would you ship the two snakes? Because it's two snakes, bro. They'll be perfect together. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. One more question before I completely lose my mind. Ooh, thoughts on Mark Hamill? He's a cool actor. I like him a lot. Let's get one more question in the chat. One more question. Mark Hamill's pretty cool. Let's get one more question in the chat. What was that? What did I just break? I just broke something. Who knows? Lego rights matter. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, we should answer one more question before we wrap things up today. Let's see. Ooh, Okay, why don't we answer that question? Because that's kind of interesting. Okay, if Ninjago made buildable masks for sets, would I buy them? Like buildable hoods, you're saying? Like buildable ninja helmets? I think that could be an interesting idea. I've never really thought about that before. Because I've seen people make like Bionicle masks made out of Lego, right? I've seen people do that. But ninja hoods made out of Lego? Don't know about that. I don't know how those would look. Not sure how those would turn out. But it does sound like an interesting idea. If they were to go ahead and make those, I'd probably buy one just to see what all the hype is about. It would probably be a little expensive, though, to kind of fit over your head. Maybe they could do like busts like they do with the superhero stuff and the Star Wars stuff, you know? Making like a Venom head or a Carnage head. They should do that for Ninjago. You could just have the decapitated head of Master Wu on your desk or something like that. I think that could work out. That would probably work out a lot better than having actual wearable masks that you can wear. Yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, I guess that's my answer to that question. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's stream. As always, I appreciate you guys being here, but we are just about out of time. This is our streaming schedule. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Sounds good to me. Hugs all around. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much for being here on this fine Tuesday evening. Hopefully you had fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Wednesday stream, in which we'll probably do something a little bit more fun, a little bit less, I guess, Q&A-esque. So tune in tomorrow if you want to do something fun. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in to today's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for all the hugs in the chat. You guys are amazing as per usual. You guys are so cool. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, all right? I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.